Namaste, Salaam Namaste, Salaam Namaste, Salaam Namaste.
ओके सो 3, 2, 1 एंड हियर वी गो। सलाम नमस्ते 90.4 सामुदायिक रेडियो स्टेशन पर दोस्तों स्वागत है आपका एक नए प्रोग्राम में जिसका नाम है हैप्पी माइंड हैप्पी हेल्थ। यानी कि अगर हम अंदर से खुश रहना चाहते हैं तो वो इनसाइड आउट हमारा खुश रहना बड़ा जरूरी है। एंड विद दिस आई वेलकम आवर गेस्ट which is I would say a very very happy news for us, a great privilege to have welcomed her. Ma'am, welcome to Radio Salaam Namaste.
Thank you so much, Varsha.
And we would request you to introduce yourself for the listeners, please.
Okay. So my name is Ambika Warrior. I'm a counseling psychologist, a career guidance and counseling expert, a parenting coach, and a master practitioner of transactional analysis and cognitive therapy. I use various therapies like rational emotive behavior therapy, EFT tapping technique, hypnotherapy, etc. to take care and help people with their emotional mediation. I help people over all age groups, right from a child to a grandfather or a grandmother. So this is what I am.
Wonderful. So you have so many colorful feathers in your cap and so many attributes to your name. So you help people from the starting of the age till the long way of the age and of all ages. So heartiest congratulations on that superb duty you are doing to help humanity, I would say, and each and every person to lead a very very wonderful life. And with this आज हमारा जो प्रोग्राम है हैप्पी माइंड हैप्पी हेल्थ, यानी कि इट्स ऑल इन द माइंड। अगर आपका दिमाग स्वस्थ रहेगा तो दिल भी स्वस्थ रहेगा और जिंदगी भी स्वस्थ रहेगी। आइए सबसे पहले, क्योंकि हम सब इस वक्त एक बहुत क्रूशियल टाइम से गुजर रहे हैं, कोरोना के दौरान जो लॉकडाउन है वो मेंटल लॉकडाउन भी हो सकता है काफी सारे लोगों का, राइट? तो इसलिए हैप्पी माइंड हैप्पी हेल्थ में सबसे पहले आज आपसे जानते हैं कि एक माइंड इनसाइड आउट हैप्पी हो, what does it require for a mind to be happy and happy in true sense?
बिल्कुल वर्षा, आपने जो कहा बिल्कुल सही कहा, that we have to be happy inside out, ना कि outside in. जबकि we all are trying to look for happiness outside and not within ourselves, thinking that somebody else will make me happy, some other thing will make me happy, probably a branded piece of cloth will make me happy, or the goggles would make me happy. But today, let us see how we can figure out the happiness within ourselves. I'll start with a small little question or an example. Tell me, haven't we all come across a situation where the doctor has told, listen, you're fine and you don't need any medicines. So just be in a place, in an environment with people who will make you feel good. Or the doctor has told you, according to your medical reports, you seem to be absolutely fine. आप में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम है ही नहीं, बस ये सब जो है आपके अंदर है, ये आपकी सोच की वजह से है. It is all in your mind or it is all psychological. So start smiling more often. And अब इन questions का अगर मैं एक जवाब दूं तो it would be like मान लीजिए कि आपका बर्थडे है and when you wake up you feel so nice. And the entire day goes so happy for you. Did you do anything different? No. Did anybody do anything different early in the morning? Not really. Maybe during the day you would get gifts, maybe you would cut a cake, maybe you will have a party. But वो सब secondary हो जाता है. Why was it that you were happy? You were happy because of the importance that you gave to yourself on that day and the thoughts and feelings that you had in your mind. So when your mind is happy, when your thoughts are happy, these are things that are occurring inside you and your body automatically becomes happy, which means your health is happy and physically you're happy. So to put it very simply, this shows that when our thoughts are good, when our thoughts are positive, we feel physically good. Or in other words, the state of mind is always directly reflected on our health. And Barsha, one thing I would like to remind all our listeners is that there is a lot of difference between our health and between disease management. Health is where you're taking care of yourself right from the beginning so that you stay in the right state of mind and body. Disease is when you fall ill, when you feel a little bit low, and then you approach a professional to mend it. So I hope this makes it clear for all of us that, happiness and health will always come from us and from within.
Exactly. It comes from within, and let it come from within in the true sense. Right. So, अगला सवाल आपसे ये जानना चाहेंगे मैम, how do we maintain the happy mind, happy health equation for all of us?
Okay, so now ये तो बहुत ही बड़ी सी टॉपिक है जो हम घंटों तक बात कर सकते हैं, but again बिल्कुल छोटी सी तरीके से डालना है तो the easiest thing that we all can do is be conscious about your thoughts. आपकी सोच जो है, be aware of your thoughts because your mind, जैसे हमने पहले देखा, it governs your health. So once you are conscious of your thoughts, you will understand whether the thoughts that you're thinking, जिसको हम self talk भी कहते हैं, सवेरे उठते ही हम अपने आप से बात करने लगते हैं ना हमारे दिमाग में ही. So look at those thoughts. Are they helping you or are they draining you? And also you have to check whether these thoughts are going into loops. ये सर्कल में जा रहा है, ये कंटिन्यूअस हो रहा है, पूरी दिन चल रही है आपकी ये जो सोच विचार हैं. If yes, समझ लीजिए that these thoughts will not help you much. And when you identify these patterns, you have to start replacing these thoughts with helpful ones. अब मान लीजिए आपके दिमाग में एक सोच आया, I don't know how my day is going to be. I have got too much of work. Maybe I may not be able to complete it in time. Immediately try to replace it with, okay, fine, I have this much time in my hand. Let me start doing my work. Maybe I can manage the entire day. And I know my capabilities, so let me at least begin my work. So the moment you change your thought, your feelings will change and your body will feel much more relaxed. And also remember that, all of us requires what it takes to have a happy mind and a happy health equation. And it always differs from person to person. It may be one thing for you, it may be something else for my friend, and it would be a third thing for me. So it is up to us to figure out what makes me happy in my mind, and that will automatically make the happy mind, happy health equation balanced.
Wow. So in that equation, let there be no minus and no plus, and only a balance inside out. And since we are talking about this happy health, happy mind during this crucial period of time, so let us know it from you in crucial hours. What is the kind of psychological pressure which comes on mothers, women entrepreneurs, and women who are working from home?
Now that is a very big question. We ladies have this tendency of getting overly sensitive at times because we feel that there are too many things that we have to take on, even when we can delegate. And the main worry that comes with this is that of not being able to give enough time due to the professional engagements, because we're talking about women entrepreneurs and people, the ladies working from home. And of course, a mother's job is more than a 24-hour job. That goes without saying. So one thing we need to remember is, yes, profession is very important in our life, but it is just a part of our life. And we decided to take up the profession. We decided to take up the entrepreneurship only to have a happy life. So we should ensure that it does not govern the way we live our life, because then the whole reason for us to get into the professional life is beaten. Understand what is important for you at every point in time of our life, and this may change day to day or month to month or week to week. And let your personal find its place in your life, since this entire effort is to bring comfort to your personal life and allow that to happen. The other thing that, we can relieve the pressure is by involving all the family members and encouraging them to participate. While we do that, we should not expect them to replicate the same level of expertise a mother, a lady, and a woman entrepreneur or the lady who's working from home may have, because everybody has different level of expertise in each field. That means, please expect them to participate, allow them to participate, and not replace you. And then you will see how your psychological pressure starts releasing. Because when there is involvement, there is a lot of communication and conversation. This puts a lot of ease in each of us at home. I hope, this can be followed by all our listeners here today.
Absolutely. And that's what we all are trying day in, day out, to have that happy equation being settled. And of course, what we all can do is to help each other, mentor each other, and of course follow the master mentor, that is you. And आपकी दी हुई सलाह हम सब के लिए गांठ बांधने लायक जरूर होगी. अच्छा, इस दौरान जब हम क्रूशियल टाइम की बात करते हैं, when everything is under a pressure, what comes commonly is anxiety, what comes commonly is depression. एंजाइटी यानी कि कुछ न होना लेकिन ओवर वरी कर लेना कई बार, है ना, और फ्यूचर को लेकर वरी करना. So you become anxious that what will happen for the next moment. In fact, present को लेकर भी वरी करना, right? और डिप्रेशन इसलिए कि जब आप कुछ एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं और वो वैसा नहीं हो रहा है, या आपको आने वाला कल वैसा नहीं दिख रहा है जैसा आप चाहते हैं, तो ये जो एंजाइटी और डिप्रेशन है ये बहुत कॉमन है. So how would you like to suggest us, how do we meet this?
बिल्कुल वर्षा, आधी चीज तो आप ही ने खुद ही एक्सप्लेन कर दी है. सो यू हैव मेड माय लाइफ रियली इजी. थैंक यू फॉर दैट. अब अगर आप देखें तो दीज आर टू हेवी क्लिनिकल वर्ड्स व्हिच इज यूज्ड टू डिस्क्राइब पैथोलॉजिकल कंडीशंस जिसमें ट्रीटमेंट की जरूरत होती है. बट अब क्या हुआ है, अनफॉर्चुनेटली राइट फ्रॉम चिल्ड्रन ऑनवर्ड्स एवरीबडी हैज स्टार्टेड यूजिंग दीज टर्म्स. एंड यस, दिस इज a very dangerous practice, and this is a very, dangerous place to be in. So to begin with, I would suggest first we look whether we are having anxiety, or is it just some anxiousness, or is it concern that we are having. There is a lot of difference between anxiety and concern. Concern is मैं आपके लिए चिंतित हूँ, which means I can help you in some way, or I can help myself in some way. Similarly, are you really depressed, or are you feeling a little low, or are you feeling a little sad? So now if I come back to the words that you used, anxiety and depression, or the words that all the people are using nowadays, these are, in real sense, very strong negative emotions that are absolutely unhealthy. So what happens, जैसे आपने सही कहा, we're thinking about the future in case of anxiety, and we get into a continuous loop of doubts which is characterized by what if thought process. For example, I would start thinking, what if when I cross the road a lorry comes at full speed? Or the other example could be, what if I cannot meet everybody's expectations? अगर हम देखें तो आइडियली ये सारे फ्यूचर पे बेस्ड है. दीज आर ऑल फ्यूचरिस्टिक थॉट्स, एंड इनके साथ कोई फैक्ट अटैच नहीं है. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली फैक्टलेस. It is just the thought that we are creating in our mind. But the fear is so much in us that we refuse to take any action despite being one of the most capable people in the house. So this is what anxiety is all about. And now if I talk about depression, it is a state where, we feel hopeless. Again, rightly as you said, that, nothing can be done about the situation. We feel completely hopeless about what may happen or what is happening. And this would lead an individual to lose complete interest in his or her life. और वो इतना ज़्यादा हो जाता है that the person stops doing all those activities which otherwise gave him or her happiness. And the person starts feeling like there is nothing to look forward to. And now to make matters worse, the person under depression refuses to take help क्योंकि उनके लिए तो जिंदगी अब कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. There is nothing left in the life. So why would that person want to take help? So I would suggest everybody to try and understand the feelings that each of us are going through at these moments. And if you think that these are indeed anxiety and feelings of depression, please take help of a professional. Meet a psychologist, meet a counselor. They would do the right kind of tests, they would do the right kind of assessments and help you in moving forward in your life. And remember that every situation can be taken care of if you ask for help at an early stage.
Exactly. And thank you so much, mentor. आपने बहुत ही बताया कि पहले आप उसे खुद मीट करने की कोशिश करें, and at the end definitely the answer lies in the hands of the expert. Do get in touch with the expert to have the expertise in the solution you want to seek for. Yes, right. और आज क्योंकि हम लोग specifically women's की बात कर रहे हैं, that women have a different kind of role in the families to be played. So when it comes to happy mind and happy health, so they need to take special care. So here I would like to ask you, what would you like to suggest the top 10 points for women to maintain that happy mind, happy health especially during the crucial time?
Okay, so if we have to look at few points to help women to maintain that happy mind, happy health for herself, the first one would be, my dear friends, do not draw parallels between you and your family and with somebody else and their families. What I'm trying to say here is, in case any of your friends come and talk about their family issues, their worries, their concerns, their fears, stop, listen to them. I'm not saying do not listen to them, which is why we are all friends and we are all trying to talk to each other. But please do not go home and continuously think about it and start comparing it with your life, because every family has a different story. Your friend told you her story, your story is completely different. Understand that. The next one would be, do not internalize others' issues, because you have your own set of problems to deal with. You have your own set of ideas that you want to use. But the moment you internalize somebody else's issue, you stop thinking for yourself. You start thinking like the other person many a times. So please give yourself and your family priority, at least during this time of lockdown, because it is of utmost importance that we take care of ourselves. Only then can we provide help to others. The next one would be, plan your day in such a way that you find personal time. So this personal time does not mean आप एक कमरे के अंदर बंद होकर बैठ जाओ. This personal time could be that you're using it to have a nice conversation with the family, or have a nice conversation, call up a friend, call up your extended family. Do things that make you feel better, and you kind of prioritize what is important for you personally. Then please ensure that you have general conversations with your friend, with your children and other family members. Normally we tend to have a lot of serious conversations when we are inside the house 24/7. So make the entire atmosphere a little lighter. We can't live in a house where there is limited airflow, right? We always open the window for some time. So use these days to have those general conversations which otherwise was not happening. And when we are having general conversations with all the members of the house, especially with children, it helps us understanding the world from their perspective and a different perspective, not just our own perspective. Now, one of the most important points, please have a hobby which will make you feel happy. It could be something like trying new recipes, or, sketching, which you may have enjoyed at one point in time, and now due to lack of time, you forgot that you even had a hobby. Maybe singing, maybe doing some kind of an embroidery or jewelry making. There are so many things that we all like to do. Pick up one of them where your body and your mind is engaged. So this is a very important aspect that we all have to look into. The next one would be take complete care of your personal hygiene. Do not think, baad mein dekh lungi, let my work finish and then I'll take care of myself. Please take care of your personal hygiene, because your children would follow you. Every day stand out in an open space. It could be a veranda, it could be a balcony, or if you have a small little garden in your place, if it's an individual or an independent house, ensure that you enjoy nature for 10 minutes every morning. So 10 minutes is the minimum I'm telling. So at least for 10 minutes, please enjoy nature. And nowadays, since we human beings are less outside, we see a lot of birds, we hear a lot of chirping, we see a lot of squirrels. Enjoy all those things. The next thing we women tend to do is, we keep on thinking, पता नहीं उसके मन में क्या चल रहा होगा, पता नहीं इस दुनिया का क्या होगा, पता नहीं वो क्या सोच रहा होगा या सोच रही होगी. Stop it. आप ये सोचो कि आप क्या सोच रहे हैं. And that is what is important for your happy mind and your happy health. When your mind is happy, when your health is happy, your family's mind and health would be happy. Next would be give priority to yourself at times. Prioritize and segregate your life the right way. It is very important for your own benefit. Again, a point which I had mentioned before, profession is just a part of your life, not the life itself. I mean to say that profession should not be the only point of discussion, especially since you may be working from home. So जब आप log out कर लोगे अपने laptop से, switch off that office from your mind. Switch off those conversations that is going on in your mind. Get into your house, get into your home, be with your people. Now, another important thing which many of us forget is allow humor in your life, even if it means to watch some cartoon with your children. Remember, this will not make us any less of an adult. In fact, this will give us more opportunity to spend time with our own children, and that too quality time, which otherwise we were craving for when we went to our offices. Then finally, I would like to say, please keep in touch with your loved ones who are not in the house. Technology, please use technology to the fullest possible for this purpose, not just to watch Netflix or Amazon Prime, but to call up our own people, message our own people, have a small chat, have a small giggle. So these are few points that I think each of the women should keep in mind.
Absolutely, and I would say you have just given us a perfect format, a perfect pro forma of actually following it just simple. एंड मे बी होता है ना कि कई बार हमें चीज़ें पता होती हैं, लेकिन वही जब मेंटोर याद दिलाता है तो और स्ट्रांगली याद हो जाती हैं, राइट? तो यहाँ पर हम आप ही की बातों से एक कैच वर्ड उठाती हूँ, विच इज यू सेड दैट द माइंड नीड्स अ वेरी हेल्दी न्यूट्रिशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ थॉट. तो न्यूट्रिशन की ही चीज़ आगे लेकर चलेंगे. मैम, आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू, डू यू थिंक देयर कैन बी एनी काइंड ऑफ हेल्दी न्यूट्रिशन, मे बी intake of healthy food which helps women in terms of the mood swings, in terms of happy hormones? Do we really have something?
So in case if you're looking at nutrition, the first one is laughter is the best medicine. So smile, laugh as much as you can, and your hormones would get balanced. Your brain would generate the right kind of chemicals which are required by you and by your family. So let's begin with this laughter and smile every morning and even before we go to bed. And now if we're talking about food, yes, it plays a very important role in our mental and physical health. My suggestion would be, to avoid or reduce intake of processed sugar. If it's possible, please try to replace it with jaggery, any good, or honey, or unpolished sugar. If it's not possible, आपका जो number of spoons of sugar हम चाय, कॉफी या किसी और में डालते हैं, उसको कम कीजिए. Avoid spicy and fried food, because these are things that take a lot of time to digest. So our metabolism is not at the best since we are completely sitting at home nowadays. So ensure your stomach gets some kind of a rest to digest the food that is being taken in. The next suggestion would be, please reduce the intake of protein-rich food, again because it takes a long time to digest. I'm not saying to cut out the protein diet from your routine, but then try to keep it a little low. Had your body been getting continuous exercise, it would have digested proteins quickly. Now, being at home, digestion could get difficult. The next thing would be avoid processed food and food with a lot of preservatives. It's always better to have freshly cooked food. In fact, I would suggest, very strongly recommend, please have freshly cooked food. And include a lot of seasonal food, fruits and fibrous food in your diet. Fruits is something that is very easy to digest, and fibrous food will take care of your stomach. It will take care of your small intestine and your large intestine. And obviously, once your stomach is fine, your mind is fine. And now we all know that when the mind is happy, we have a happy health as well. Now, Barsha, I would really like to ask all the listeners a simple question. When they go to market, do they pick up stale vegetables or rotten vegetables? I'm sure everybody is making a face and wondering what a silly question to ask. If we buy fresh vegetables from the market, why is it that we are eating stale food at home? Why are we eating food that has been cooked one day before and then eating it the next day? So friends, please avoid eating cooked food that have been kept for more than 24 hours. It is not good for our health. And reheating the same food loses all its nutrition. And the last one would be, while you're eating food, please take a look at the food. Please enjoy the look of the food in your plate rather than looking at the TV or reading a newspaper or reading a book. Because when you respect your food, it reflects in your health. So these are some simple things that I had to talk about food. Try to inculcate these habits and your children automatically will know what to do and they would learn it from you. So, it's not just for you that you're doing, you're helping the next generation as well.
Wow, wonderful. So keep on helping generations on generations, and this will happen only when the current generation, and that is you, is actually strong inside and out. And that is what the motto of our program is: happy mind and happy health. When the mind is happy, your health is happy. So let's do that actually, right? And let us also understand that we also need to have good practices when we talk about in terms of health. So please suggest us a few practices where we can actually follow so that we can have inside happy and inside out.
So something that I vouch by is having a routine. By routine, I'm not telling that you have to be very strict with what you're doing, but try to have a planned day. You are saying, okay, I get up at so-and-so time, and from that time onwards, these are the 5 activities I would complete within the next few hours. And try and stick by it. I do agree that at times you may not feel like it, and that is absolutely fine. But as much as possible, try to follow the routine, because this has helped me big time. And I still continue to follow that, irrespective of the time I go to sleep or irrespective of the fact that it is a weekend. I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, and that is helping me big time. And then I would suggest everybody to start your day a little early. Not that, I would tell everybody to wake up at 4 in the morning, but if you could wake up somewhere around 5:30 or 6, your mind is completely clear, and the early morning silence will help you in your creative ideas. Ensure you spend your time again out in the nature. If you cannot go for a walk, of course, none of us can go for a walk right now, given the situation. We can always stand in our balcony, we can always stand in our veranda, open the window, look out into the nature, look up at the skies, enjoy that for 10 to 15 minutes. And always start and end your day with a prayer and gratitude. Because when we pray, when we say thanks, we are always focusing on the positive. We are looking at what to thank for. So automatically in our minds, we are only looking at things that have happened to us in a nice way. Look at the little pleasures of life that has happened to you during the day, during the week, and you would find that they are countless. You just have to think about them. You don't have to go around looking for them. You would find a lot of them. Eat food in moderation and give time for the food that you have taken to digest. The next point is very important, which we tend to forget always. Remember that an oxygen-rich mind is a very happy mind. So ensure when you're sitting, you sit straight so that your inhalation is nice and deep and enough oxygen gets into your lungs. And also take easy, deep breaths at regular intervals. Make a conscious effort to do this. If you're a person who's working from home, please ensure that you get up from your work table every 1 hour. Do a little bit of stretching exercise. We all know that there are a lot of small office yoga exercises on the net. Look for a few of them that will help you. Take about 5 to 10 deep breaths, easy deep breaths, because these are things that will help in your circulation and respiration. Once your circulation is fine, your mind is fine. And once your mind is happy, your health is happy.
Exactly. So when we talk about mind, your strength, everything being happy, and that is what the motto of the program is. Unless you're happy, you'll not be able to perform any kind of task happily. So we talked about happy exercises, we talked about happy food, we talked about the happy equation. Now let us also talk about the happy mothers. How can the mothers also bring about the happy equation with the kids in such a situation?
Okay, we all understand that children are, bundles of energy. Because they are very focused. They have no thoughts going on in their mind unless they are like about 8 or 10 years old. So yes, these are the days where we can inculcate a lot in our children by not forcing them to do things, but by showing them by way of we ourselves doing it. So the first thing I would say is have age-appropriate conversations with children. If your child is 5 years old, see what is it that you can have a conversation about. If your child is 15 years old, obviously your conversation is going to be different. So have conversations that will take you into their world rather than bringing them into your world, because that is when children open up with the mothers or anybody else, as a matter of fact. One thing I would strongly recommend is, please do not discuss your professional matters with your children. It is not going to help them or you. In case you are in a joint family, encourage your children to interact with and also help their grandparents. This would help them understand their own responsibility in the family. And this is one way, and this is the time to help your children discover their roots in Indian culture. And now if you see, Doordarshan has come up with all those old nice serials which are so helpful. There is Ramayana, there is Mahabharata, there is Vyomkesh Pakshi that has come back. So these are things that children also must watch. Some of them may understand, some of them may not understand, but somewhere this would be registered in their subconscious mind. And this would always help them as they grow up. Because some of these serials have a lot of moral values in them. Ensure you behave in a way that you want your children to see and you want them to copy from you. Irrespective of the age, all our children observe and they copy their parents. So ensure you do what you expect them to do and not just keep on telling them what to do. The other thing I would say is, this is one time where the entire family is at home, and this is the best time that we can invest our own time in understanding our children. So please do not let this opportunity go waste. This will also help your child understand the values of relationship. So when you're investing your time in the child understands his or her importance, and the child also understands the importance of a conversation with the person who's elder to him or her. And automatically the child starts investing in his or her relationship right from today. So this will go, as I said, the next generation is learning to invest in the relationship positively. This is also a best time to make your child or children understand the difference between needs and wants. All these days, we have always had a routine where we ensured we went to the mall at least once a week, we watched a movie once a week, we ate from outside once a week. But these past 2 weeks have shown us it's absolutely fine not to do these things as a timetable. So this is how we can help the importance of needs and wants. A child can understand this very quickly and also help them understand the importance of using the resources available the right way and in an optimal way. Help your children enhance their creative thinking and work towards their dreams. So if they have a dream, just ask them few questions. How would they like to achieve it? And you would get some amazing answers which you would have never even thought of. Encourage the child to think. Encourage the child to come up with his or her own answers. So these are few things that I think, we can help our children with in this situation that we are currently going through.
Exactly. That's so wonderfully described and so powerfully described, I would say. Thank you so much for that. And with this, we come to the last question of the day. Last but not the least, what is the role of the males in families where they can actually give a happy equation and happy food for thought for the females in the family?
Okay, now that has brought a big grin on my face, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the simplest formula is, ladies, please allow the males at home to help you. So when they offer help, grab that opportunity. Don't let that opportunity go. At least that is what I do. The moment my husband or my son asks, should I help? I say, yes, please. Which means, please stop telling, nahi koi baat nahi, main kar lungi. So if somebody is offering help, accept it, because you need some time for yourself, and this is a very good way to bond. Understand that no one can replace you, but it is more important that you let and accept the help, because as I said, this extra time will help you a lot during the day. This will also help you in managing your frustration and anger. Because somewhere, if you're working from home, while you're logged into the computer, while you're checking for your emails, while you're discussing in a meeting, while you're in the middle of the meeting, you suddenly remember, oh, something has not been done. But if you know that you're accepting help from the males at home, you can always tell them right in the morning that, okay, these are my meetings, and if you could help me with these simple things. And now, this is a small little conversation that I'm trying to have with the males of the house, because I'm sure many males are also tuned into your radio station. As males, there is a lot that you people can do to help the ladies at home. Simple activities like dusting, washing the utensils, preparing some tea or coffee, buying vegetables and groceries, or folding clothes. These are all things that don't need much of an art. But these are time consuming when it is clubbed with other work. So when you do these little things, it becomes very easy for the ladies at home. If you all can help in these aspects, there can be more time spent together as a family. So once you're free, once the ladies of the house is free, all of you can sit together and spend some time. Just to give an example of mine, during these times, my son suddenly thought he should learn to knead the dough. So now he knows to knead the dough, and he knows to chop vegetables. And between my husband and my son, they also wash the utensils. So yes, in the first couple of days, I was a little uncomfortable, no doubt about it, because probably they did not do the work according to my expectation. But then I realized that, I'm having more time in hand, and that made me happy. And had they not been doing all these little help for me, I don't think I would have been able to do this radio show, because now I'm having some extra time in hand. And please remember, all the gentlemen out there, provide moral support, because only the family members can do that at the best while being at home. Your moral support will make a huge difference. So apart from being physically helpful, please help all the people at home mentally too, because a happy mind will give us happy health.
Exactly. So you have given us such a happy family formula that each and everybody in the family can have a happy mind and happy health, and that's what we all are aiming at. A big thank you to the mentor today, and thank you so much, ma'am. And let us also promise to each other that we would keep our mind, our body, our soul and our thoughts also inside out very very happy. तो दोस्तों, आज हैप्पी माइंड हैप्पी हेल्थ से हमारी मेंटोर के साथ बस इतना ही, और मेंटोर से फिर से रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, मैम चलते चलते फिर से एक हेलो लिसनर्स के लिए जरूर हो जाए.
थैंक यू लिसनर्स, थैंक यू वर्षा फॉर हैविंग मी ऑन द शो. आई होप आप सब इन चीजों में से जो भी आपसे हो सके प्रैक्टिस करें, मेक इट अ डेली रूटीन एंड सी हाउ इट हेल्प्स यू through your life, how it helps your family, how it helps the next generation. So let's all be happy in our minds, and let's all have our health happy too. Stay home, stay safe, be blessed.
वाओ, थैंक यू सो वेरी मच. और दोस्तों, आज हैप्पी माइंड हैप्पी हेल्थ में बस इतना ही. अगली बार आपसे फिर से होगी मुलाकात और एक नए विषय से हम होंगे रूबरू, ताकि ये जो लॉकडाउन पीरियड है, हमारा क्रूशियल टाइम है, ये इतनी आसानी से गुजरे कि हमें पता भी न चले कि हम कब बेटर होते चले गए और हमने कैसे चैंपियनशिप हासिल की इस क्रूशियल टाइम में. सो बिग थैंक यू टू यू मैम, एंड विद दिस वी रैप अप फॉर द डे टुडे. अगली बार मिलने तक खुश रहिए, खुशहाल रहिए और प्यार से रहिए, आबाद रहिए, सुनते रहिए रेडियो सलाम नमस्ते.
Namaste, Salaam, Namaste, Salaam, Namaste, Salaam, Namaste. बातें हैं समुदाय की, नमस्ते से और हाय की. बेजुबान की बातें हैं, तरक्की है मेरे समाज की. बातें हैं समुदाय की, नमस्ते से और हाय की. बेजुबान की बातें हैं, तरक्की है मेरे समाज की. आगे बढ़ाना मकसद है, हर दिल में है हम बसते. सलाम नमस्ते सलाम, 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 नमस्ते सलाम.